Hello everyone, this is me Vikas Dhayal, and in this video I'm going to talk about how year after year one or two questions are asked from the topic of Buddhism. Most people make it incorrect because they do not know from where exactly UPSC is asking questions. There are many very less books or material which provides a comprehensive understanding of Buddhism, but I've traced it for you from where UPSC is asking questions directly. So bear with me till the end of the video. I'm going to show you something that you have never seen before, an analysis that has never been done by anyone before. So let's begin. So I'm just going to straight going to the page number 2021 of this PDF. This is a book which was published in 1954, so this is not a later edition or something like that. So look at this question. This question was asked in 2017 prelims, and this question, the first statement is about Sautantrika and Samitiya were the sects of Jainism. So it is clearly mentioned here that Samitiyas and Sautantrikas are sects of Buddhism. But more important is the second statement. Sthavirvadins held that constituents of phenomena were not wholly momentary but existed forever in latent form. Look at this statement here. Sthavirvadin, in their view, that the constituents of phenomena were not wholly momentary but existed forever in a latent form. So how exact this source tracing is, you can see here. Exact statement is being taken out by UPSC, and they have put it in the option, and it was very difficult. I remember the time when 2017 prelims happened, nobody was able to understand what was the meaning of the second statement was, but it directly picked up from this PDF, this chapter of this very popular book called, I'm going to tell you about the book, which book it is. Bear with me till the end of the video. So this book is a very old book. So let's go to page number 1 and let's see from the beginning how many questions are asked from this particular book and this particular chapter. This is a 40 page chapter. It provides very amazing understanding about how Buddhism was and how about its details. So this is the same question, 2017 prelims. Sthavirvada and Sthavirvadins. It is one theme from where UPSC asks repeated questions. So it has been repeatedly mentioned in this chapter about Sthavirvadins. So I'm just going to tell you that this video is part of the source tracing series, which is part of the 10,000 questions program, the SCG. So let's go to the next question now. So moving on, see the next question. It was asked in 2016 prelims. It talks about, with reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. The concept of bodhisattva is central to Hinayana. While it is explicitly mentioned that bodhisattva is a being destined to become a Buddha, and it is part of the Mahayana subtopic. So you can directly basically negate it, and after negating it, only two options are left. Look at the third option. Bodhisattva delays achieving his salvation to help sentient beings on their path to it. So it is also mentioned here exactly. If you read this paragraph, you will understand. I'll share the PDF with whoever wants to basically look at the PDF and understand how direct the question was. So the 10,000 questions that you have made in the SCG program, are the solutions of it are taken out from these sources that I have reached after intensive analysis of previous year questions of UPSC. So let's go to the next question. Again, Sthavirvadins belong to Mahayana Buddhism, and here you can see whether it is the same para and same page. You can see that how Sthavirvadins belong to Mahayana Buddhism or not. So Mahasanghikas and Lokotarvadins, it is also mentioned on the same page. So if we go a little further, on the next page itself, they talk about the future Buddha, and it is directly given here that there will be a fifth Buddha that is yet to come. It was asked in 2018 prelims. The last question that we talked about, I think it was asked in 2019 or so, and later, if we go to the further pages, so consider the following statements. This was also a UPSC PYQ, deification of Buddha, treating a part of bodhisattvas, image worship and rituals. So which was a feature of Mahayana Buddhism. So in the Great Vehicle chapter, it is explicitly mentioned that all these things were part of the Mahayana Buddhism. So it was also a PYQ. Exactly, I think it was in 2020. I think it was asked later on. In 2020 prelims, there was one more question asked related to paramitas. Nobody was able to find out where this question came, but if you look at this paragraph describing the 10 paramitas or great spiritual perfections, so you can directly glean out from this statement perfections whose attainment led to the bodhisattva path. So you can directly eliminate everything and reach to the conclusion. So if you make just these one or two questions correct, most of the people who are stuck in the 80s or the 90s, they will basically get an addition of about 5 marks at least, by just doing this. So in the prelims 10,000 questions program, I have made sure that the solutions that we are making are directly picked up from these sources from where UPSC is asking questions. So I'm just going to reveal the book's name here. The book's name is Wonder That Was India by A.L. Basham. Wonder That Was India by A.L. Basham. This book was published in 1954, and I will tell you why. Why do people and the UPSC question setters ask questions from this book? Because generally, if you just look at it logically, people who are setting questions in UPSC prelims, they must be professors or some people who are very much thorough with history, with the subject of history, and these people must be in the age of 50s or 40s or 60s. So these people completed their graduation or their PhDs or their masters maybe in the 1970s or 1980s. So these people must have read only the classics, and this book was very much prominent in those days. So generally, whenever they ask questions regarding history or ancient or medieval India or art and culture, they will pick up questions from these books only that they referred while studying. So this is my logic behind it. You can mention your logic in the comments. And the SCG program is up for grabs. It is the last batch of the 10,000 questions program is beginning on 5th of January 2023, and you can join it. I'm going to put a link of the Telegram handle and also the helpline. You can text there and join the program. I'm going to assure you that if you do these 10,000 questions, it is going to be very difficult, but if you do them, it will be something that will be that will help you cross not 110 120 but 130. I can assure you, if you can do 10,000 questions, if you have the grit and resolve to do 10,000 questions, I'm going to come up with few more videos on YouTube for everybody to see, and rest of it is reserved for people who are part of the SCG. So thank you so much, and this is Vikas Dhayal. Thank you for watching till the end.